interrupt Alzheimer's disease, can interrupt the degenerative processes of aging, can interrupt the acceleration of atherosclerosis. We can detect cancer at a very early age now, and if you catch it at an early age, it's curable. You know, caught in stage 1, 95% of cancers are curable. I'm not talking about 5-year survivals. I'm talking about cure, gone. Okay, so when people say that there's still people dying around, yeah, there are, and people are still getting older, yeah, they are, but they're not getting older like they were back in the before 1990, and they're not dying like they were in 1990. As a matter of fact, the life expectancy continues to ratchet up almost every year.
Yeah, would you
Excuse
say
me for
that?
that long answer, Justin.
Yeah, no, but hey, that's a great, hey, long and in-depth answer. That's just fine. Now, would you say? I mean, obviously, I do notice as well that um, we do have that the life expectancy is increasing. However, to play devil's advocate, many people would say, yes, that's the average life expectancy and not the maximum life expectancy, or that's the average lifespan that is increasing, and that we haven't really even come close to increasing the maximum lifespan, which
I
is
would argue with these guys. I think
okay.
these guys are. I think these guys are selling. You know, stink. If you look at the best, the country in the world that has the best statistics going back to early 1800s is Sweden. And if you look at maximum life expectancy in Sweden, both mean and maximum lifespan are increasing. Okay?
Okay.
It's very hard. I think it's very hard to gauge maximum lifespan because I don't know that there are good studies out there that are looking for it in the Western world. Sweden does have the best demographics overall, and theirs do increase. Certainly, in the laboratory, we know that modest interventions, antioxidants, caloric restriction, even very simple genetic modifications, can increase maximum lifespan dramatically, not just mean lifespan. But when it comes to me, I'm a simple guy, Justin.
Yep.
If you can't extend the human maximum lifespan, which probably stands somewhere over 121 right now,
Yep.
I'll settle for 121 years of healthy, productive, happy lifespan. Okay? I won't be really ecstatic about it, but
Sure.
I won't be too disappointed. Just give me that 121, all right?
Yeah,
Okay?
100. I would take 121 as well. Yeah, we're on the same page on that one. That's for sure.
Okay, but I don't believe that to be true. I believe that maximum lifespan is increasing as well, and I think that we will show that, and that will be shown in the not too distant future when people start taking a real hard look at it, especially among. Let me back up for a second.
Yeah.
You may have a hard time showing maximum lifespan increasing among the general population because the general population is not living an anti-aging lifestyle. They're eating genetically modified foods. They're breathing highly polluted air. The water is loaded with all kinds of noxious chemicals that, according to the EPA, are responsible for causing at least 30,000 incidents of cancer every year, just the drinking water. And that's the approved healthy drinking water that they say is the good stuff, okay,
Yeah.
from your tap. Okay?
I hear you there.
So forget the average population, because if you're in the average population, you're in trouble because you're getting exactly what the government wants you to have. But if we look at role models of anti-aging, the anti-aging lifestyle, there was a study that was published from data from Harvard, and it was an analysis of the last census. And what they did was they looked around the United States, and they said, what zip code do people live the longest? Okay? And what they found was that in Bergen County, New Jersey, there is a group of women who are essentially, this is a community that is mostly Oriental. Now, it's not just one. It's not just one Oriental. It's not just Chinese or Japanese or Filipino or Malaysian or Thai. It's a mix.
Okay.
So you can't say that it's a genetic thing. Oh, well, it's because you're Chinese or Japanese. No, this is a mix of all these different cultures, but they're all Oriental. Okay.
Sure.
And they have a high standard of living. They have their socioeconomics are high. They have high education, and they're living as close to an anti-aging lifestyle as I believe is available in the United States overall, because they're Asian, they have an Asian mindset, they have a reverence for natural healing and natural health, and they're in an environment where they can get good, clean food, et cetera, et cetera. These women are living an average of 91 and a half years of age on average. That's incredible.
91 and a half?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
Now, that's amazing unto itself. But when you look at what it's contrasted against, the same study from the U.S. Census Bureau data looked at the lowest, or the demographic group that had the lowest life expectancy, and they found that in South Dakota. And these were South Dakotan, again, women, who they compared women to women, obviously.
Sure.
You can't compare men to women.
Yes.
You know, the statistics don't work out.
Yeah.
But this was women to women study.
And you're going to South Dakota now.
They went to South Dakota and they looked at these women who were living on an Indian reservation, and they were receiving free health care from the government. They were getting the good old best the USA has to offer, HMO health care through the Indian Health Services.
Sure.
And their average life expectancy was 65 years of age.
Well,
so that's a difference of like 24 years.
Oh, that is quite a difference. You're right. So,
Actually, my math is off. That's a difference of 26 years.
26 years? Yeah.
Isn't that 91 to 65? Maybe 65. It was 66. It was about 25 years.
Sure.
I read about it on worldhealth.net. If you want to look it up, it's www.worldhealth.net. I call it the longevity dividend. And it's about 25 years, and that's what I'm suggesting. If you are to live the anti-aging lifestyle and take the best technology that we have right here, right now, that's taught by the American Academy of Anti-Aging Medicine, that these ladies in Bergen County are, I believe, using for themselves, and compare and contrast that to what the average American gets in HMO health care and the genetically modified foods and the polluted environment, et cetera, I think you might reasonably be able to talk about an increase in life expectancy of 10, 20, maybe 25 years, and that's today without the advances that are in the laboratory right now that should play out if the government lets them out of the laboratory over the next 5 to 10 years.
Okay, now, did notice that you did bring up something, terminology there, the longevity dividend. And I'm not sure if you're aware of someone else who's been talking about the longevity dividend.
I know. Everybody steals my good stuff.
Well, I'm going to bring up as kind of a transition into another little subject here that I know you're familiar with, Professor Olshansky of the University of Chicago. And recently he has started a lobbying effort for aging research with the NIH in Congress to set aside some major funding to slow aging, to research all the processes of aging, and he calls it the longevity dividend as well. And,
I understand that.
Oh, okay, yeah, and have you
let me ask you this.
Sure.
Okay? Harvard University has an endowment and a trust fund of something like $15 billion.
Yep.